Okay, great. My name is Lydia Brown, and Debbie is not. It's not quite as humorous as she's making it sound. I had the opportunity last year at the Iowa Women's Leadership Conference to participate in that event, and was sitting as the She Matters report was introduced, and Terry Hernandez introduced it. And I've been a business owner for 11 years. I have a wonderful staff, and we've grown significantly over the past few years. And so I'm assuming that everyone else is doing the same thing. And I sat there and heard that Iowa ranked last, 51st in the nation, as it related to women business owners. We aren't growing. We're actually laying people off. There are fewer employees, and our revenues are down as a collective group. And I was astounded. I was just astounded. My first reaction was, really? We're worse than the South? That can't be possible. And I come from the South, and so I speak from what I know. And then I thought, well, the first reaction is, those numbers can't be right. And Jeanette and I sat in a meeting where people are trying to explain to us, well, yes, we are last, but it's really not as bad as you think. We're last. We're 51st in the nation. And here's the other dirty little secret in all of those numbers. Even the best state is not at 50%. So please understand, we're like the queen of the pigs. We're really not. Even the best dressed aren't as great as they can be. And so I started talking to people and said, somebody really needs to do something about this, Debbie. And I had an opportunity. I talked to my good friend Diane Ramsey. I talked to Dee Baird, who runs the Cedar Rapids Metro Economic Alliance. I said, I think I'd like to do something about this. And she said, I'd like to introduce you to Debbie Durham. I said, okay, I don't really have anything. She said, that's okay. I'm just going to set up this meeting with Debbie. And so last summer, that's exactly what happened. I said, I think I'd like to do something about this. And Debbie said, this is good. You take it on. I can start a company.
I got your back.
I got your back. And she really, it was really telling to me. And this idea of the public sector driving, everybody being part of this. And this is an economic issue. I couldn't agree more. Nora said it's not a women's issue, it's a group issue. Women business owners and having a seat at the table and having influence and clout in the communities across Iowa is critical. And when you look at things like women land ownership, there's a conference that's coming up in the very near future relating to women land owners. I mean, this is a topic, this is the first time ever that there's been that kind of a conference. So this is an issue that isn't going away, and we need to do something about it. And we're going to do it differently. We have to do it differently. And I believe whether it's women or whether it's minorities or whether it's anyone that is underrepresented in an economic way, we need to figure out a way to make sure that they have a seat at the table. And so that's why Ascent was formed. And, I feel it's so important that I was, just sort of moved to go and do this. And then with people like Debbie supporting me and Jeanette and Connie getting on board very, very early, what you realize is our time is now. And this is that we need to invite women into business ownership and support them the way that they need to be, because it's going to be the difference in this economy. So that's sort of my